Welcome to another episode of Charlie Drives. We're in the Evora GT410 Sport and I haven't sold it. That is the news for 2022 so far. Just wanted to do a quick update video really, because it's been approximately 1 year since I did my last video. Actually, I think almost to the day it's been a year, and for that I really apologise, because that is really crap behaviour on my part. Not good. The reasons being, I think the last 2 years have been pretty difficult for a lot of people. For us it's been crazy busy, work's blown up in a good way, so I've been focusing fully on that. Minor distraction doing some mountain biking as well, but there just hasn't been the time, there hasn't been anything going on to do any videos, and you know, the second that we're allowed to go and do something, I've prioritised family stuff and other things rather than doing videos. So I think, you know, hopefully now as we are able to start doing things, I can get out more and I can do more videos and, you know, continue the journey. So that is my plan for 2022. It was a New Year's resolution of mine to make sure I do at least one video every month. And I'm just getting it in before the end of January. So yeah. Anyway, today we are in the Evora. There was a potential plan to sell this car, but I think for now I'm going to try and keep hold of it and do something with it, either maybe at a later stage exchange it for something different. We will see. The Emira is, when the Emira came out, I was quite amazed by it. I thought it looked really good, but there's still something I'm slightly hesitant about with it. Obviously it's a much heavier car than this one, for example. It's got the same engine, or if you go for at least for the 3.5 litre, it's got the same engine. But I don't know, there's something about it, and then there's something about the rear end of it. I just don't know if I really like it. We'll see. I've still not seen one in the flesh. Stratton's, I think Stratton is the only dealership that I'm aware of, or only Lotus dealership that I'm aware of, that hasn't actually had the Emira on display. And I've not been invited to any other Emira thingies, so yeah, I mean, that's a little bit disappointing, and therefore I think, you know, I'm not that inspired to buy one. That is nothing against Lotus or the brand. I love the brand. Just don't feel like there's been any opportunities, and I get there's been COVID and stuff, but I do know that there's been people who have been invited to go and see that car. So anyway, it's not really a major issue. I just can't make any judgment about something I've never seen in the flesh. I need to see something in the flesh, possibly even drive something as well to get a feel for it. The Evora was a car that, this car, when I bought it, I knew it was a car that would drive well. It always is going to drive well. My view on the values, I was panicking slightly with this thing, thinking that maybe I've made a big mistake. Shouldn't have bought this. Hardly done any mileage on it, paid already the finance off on it, and and I've lost maybe I probably have lost about 10 grand on this thing. But that being said, the car is incredible. It's a fantastic driver's car, and I think now that Lotus have announced that they are no longer making these, they're no longer making the Exige or the Elise, and the only production car they will be making is the Emira, I suspect there will be a increased demand for these cars. Anyway, at least I hope. Maybe that's a biased view. Anyway, so today I'm on my way to go and see Gerald in Newmarket, because he's got the Esprit I stupidly didn't drive the cars very much during the whole sort of 2 years. I think it's really been very minimal driving, just maybe keep, you know, getting the engine oil warm from time to time, not letting the batteries totally die on the cars. That was my main aim. But anyway, I took the Esprit for a drive, and I had an oil leak, and also the front left passenger side brake was smoking after maybe just a few minutes of driving. So I think there's something going on there, that perhaps the pads are not releasing. The ABS light is flashing at me on there, so I think there's going to be a plan to probably rip out the Esprit's ABS system and replace it with something different. I know a lot of people in the community have done that, so it's something I'm quite keen to do, keen to explore. It's probably going to cost about 1,500 quid to do, but I think the brakes on that car have always been a big concern. They've never really been very good, and the last thing you want is a lack of confidence when you're hitting that brake pedal. You actually want the car to slow down when you want it to. I've heard horror stories where people have, you know, had to hit the brakes and had nothing, and had to, you know, pump the brakes to get something out of them. So it's a little bit of a, you know, scary thought, and I think maybe, you know, if I can get it to the point where we're modernising the systems a little bit, I might be inclined to drive it a little bit more. That's the oil leak. It's all over the brakes, and then this is the brake that was sticking. I ultimately think that car needs to be driven. It can't sit on driveways, especially without garages. It needs to be driven on a regular basis, and that's exactly why I bought those cars, right? That's why these cars exist for me. They exist to be driven, not to sit. So yes, 2022 we'll see a lot more driving. Maybe we could even do a little trip or something like that in one of the cars, so that'll be really good, or maybe a few trips. But yeah, that's it from me on today. I just wanted to give you guys an update before the end of the month. The next video I will be doing will be on the Ford Ranger Raptor. I don't know which one's going to come out first, but the next video will be on the Raptor. I also am planning a Defender update. It's just quite sensitive in terms of some of the things that are going on with that car, and I want to be a bit careful about some of the stuff I say, because it has been a bit of a disappointing experience, and I want to give the dealership an opportunity to put it right. So let's see what happens, and but there will be a very significant in-depth update about that car. We do love the car, don't get me wrong, we do love the car. It's such a good car, it drives very well. There's just issues with it that by now we would have expected to have had sorted out. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for me. Please hang in there if you're a subscriber. I know it must be frustrating to you know, not hear from me for a while, but I will keep it up this time, and I will do videos at least once a month, as I said. And if you want the content to be better, let me know. I think we can make it an exciting 2022. At least I want it to be an exciting 2022 for cars. We will see how it goes. And stay subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you for the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers. Bye.